But fellas understand y'all are delusional. That's why we don't mind lying. Because that's the only way to keep you happy. That's why if you talk to a man that's been married a long time, ask your grandfather, how does he stay married so long? He'll tell you, happy wife, happy life. Because she prioritizes happiness. Not once does that nigga say, keep it real with a young blood. They love that shit. Just be honest with her and everything will work itself out. No, nigga. If she's happy, congratulations, nigga, you get to be married a little longer. That's how it works. And they get happiness. They get happiness, fellas, because they prioritize happiness. So make sure that they're happy. Because once they're happy, then in return, you still don't get happiness, nigga. It don't work like that. Well, you thought it was reciprocal? You know, I know you don't get happiness, nigga. And I know it sounds fucked up to some of the women, but it's okay. Because your man don't want any happiness from you for real. He don't. Don't try to, no lady in here, please don't try to prove me wrong and dedicate your day tomorrow to making your nigga happy. Fellas, think about that. Think about your woman waking up tomorrow and dedicating her entire day to making you happy. Doesn't that sound like the worst day of your fucking life?
Leave me alone.
Worst day of your fucking life. Because she's not gonna ask you what she can do to make you happy. She's just gonna do a bunch of shit she feels should make you happy. And if you don't act the way she hopes you would act, so what she's doing now is a problem that you're not happy about some shit you never asked her to do. Delusional as fuck. There's some niggas in here laughing hard as shit, and there's some other niggas here in prison like, man, I wish I could laugh, bro. You don't get happiness. And listen, it's nonsense. No man wants happiness from his woman. We wouldn't even believe you if you tried. Fellas, can you imagine you coming home, putting a pen and a piece of paper in front of your woman and say, write down what it's gonna take for, and she puts a pen and paper in front of you and say, hey baby, write down what it's gonna take for me to make you happy. Fellas, what are you writing? You ain't got shit, do you? Look at them, nothing. Ladies, if y'all are so rational, why the fuck don't they have anything to write? Because they don't believe that you actually give a fuck about making them happy. He know it's a trap. Soon as he writes down what you can do to make him happy, you're gonna look at it and go, so you saying I don't do this? So you saying I'm not happy, you're not happy? That's what you're saying? Delusional as fuck. So you're in luck, ladies. Men don't care nothing about happiness. Men care about peace. That's all men care about anyway. Men go through their whole life going like, this is how a man thinks. Long as no one's fucking with me, what a day. That's what peace looks like, ladies. That's all he wants is peace. Just wants to get to the end of the day where he feel like, hey, I ain't got nothing on my plate. It's over. Peace. But fellas, that is your job. It's your job to facilitate and keep your own peace. Your woman will not give you peace. She don't know nothing about peace. Peace ain't even some shit that they experience. Women know happiness. They don't know peace. If you ask a woman about peace, what peace is, she'll just describe extreme happiness. The reason women will never experience peace is because peace resides where nothing is happening. When nothing is happening, that's where peace resides. And they will never know what the fuck that's like. Because there's never a time ever in a woman's life where she's thinking of nothing. The whole time I've been up here, your woman's been thinking the whole fucking time. And every time I say something she disagree with, she's like, fuck this fat nigga. He don't know what the fuck. They can't even just sit here and listen. Delusional as fuck. Delusional, can't do it. Not a woman in here that stopped thinking for a second. They can't do it. They will never know peace. So because they don't know peace, fellas, it is your responsibility to find your peace and keep your own peace. She will not help you, and she don't give a fuck about your peace, especially if it interferes with her happiness. I'm telling you. And I know it's some ladies in here like, nah, fuck that. I care about my man peace. I'll make sure he's at peace. And you know what? You're a fucking liar. And I'll show you who you are. Now, ladies, let's say you and your man are home alone. Home alone, it's just you two in the house. Y'all are on opposite sides of the house. And you're happy. You're really happy. It's the best day of your fucking life. You've never been this happy before. And instead of going, man, I'm so happy, I just want to dwell in this all day, for some reason you go, I wonder what he's doing. It's really quiet in here. It almost sounds like peace. So what do? You walk to the other side of the house just to see what this nigga's doing. And then you look in the room, and you look, and you see him, and he's not doing anything. This nigga's just looking off into the distance. Smiling. Do you go, damn, he looks happy, I'm gonna leave him alone? Or do you go, fuck is this nigga smiling about, yo? Delusional as fuck. They don't care. These people don't want peace. Complain about it. Y'all are the most dysfunctional people on the planet. How dare you criticize us? Emotionally unstable. They don't care nothing about rationale at all. You want exactly. They just want to. I'm glad you said that. Don't want peace. They just want attention. Now that is a woman on her way. Women are crazy. They say crazy type shit, man. Y'all do crazy stuff like go through your nigga's phone. That's how I know y'all are irrational people. Irrational people. Because you don't really have a reason to go through his phone. That's why we think you crazy. Because the reason you give us, no, they're not really doing something wrong. It's just you're crazy. You're crazy. You know why? You want to know why I know you're crazy for going through the phone? You're going through the phone because you don't have evidence that he's doing something wrong. And instead of going, maybe my nigga's a good nigga, you go, this nigga's getting better at lying. And you go look for something that could piss you off. That is I'm telling you, fellas, the only reason why they do it, because they're crazy. They are delusional. They love to hurt. They love, I'm gonna tell you what they do. Think about it. One of their favorite things, fellas, don't you ever stop lying to them, because one of their favorite things, women love to catch you in a lie. It's their favorite shit. And if you never lie to them, they never get the opportunity, but you'll never get the opportunity. If I stop lying, you go through the phone, bitch. Why are you not listening? What's happening? I'm telling you, they don't hear what you're saying. They don't hear it. It's a lot of niggas' phones being going through right now because he's telling the truth. He should have just lied. I should have just lied. I'm telling you, they are addicted to the feeling. They enjoy catching you in a lie. They catch you. If a woman doesn't like catching you in a lie, then explain to me why every time they do, they smile. Anytime your woman catches you in this lie, she's like, where were you? Oh, no, I was at Jason's house. He said Jason's house. Happy as fuck. Happy as fuck. I don't know what that feeling is. It must feel good. Whatever that feeling is, it must feel tremendous because y'all are addicted to it. You wanna know how I know you're addicted to it? Because you act like addicts. You know what I've never seen an addict do? Take one hit and go about their fucking day. You know what I've never seen? A woman confront you after the first lie. She knows you weren't at Jason's house. She can easily say, stop right there, motherfucker. Stop lying. I know you weren't over there, and this is how I know. Is that what she's gonna say? Of course not. She's gonna go, so what were you and Jason doing over there at Jason's house? Because she needs another hit. They sick, nigga. They are sick. Delusional as fuck. That's right. See, I'm bringing them along, fellas. And it was one, now I got two. But I'm gonna leave. I see the light. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I'm gonna tell y'all though before I leave, ladies, you gotta get rid of your delusions a little bit. Cause your man probably ain't even mad that you go through his phone. He really mad at the reason y'all go through the phone. Cause your delusions be taking control. Y'all tell us you go through the phone because you're looking for evidence of another woman. And that's why we think you're crazy. Because you think two women like us. That is not most niggas' lives. Why do y'all think that everybody wants your nigga? How did that happen? You know how he got you? He didn't have nobody. He didn't have nobody. Now he got you, he got all the bitches. That ain't even how math works. You see what I'm saying? Only a crazy person with a nigga had nobody. He got you. Every bitch want him now. And they lose their mind. They lose their fucking mind. Ladies, what the fuck do you think happens? You think this nigga, you let this nigga go to Target by himself and women just lose they shit? He go to Target by himself and women just get on the phone like, bitch, you won't believe who just came in here. The one nigga all of us wanna fuck is down here in the frozen food section. We gotta fuck him right here before this bitch let him show up again. Don't nobody want that nigga but you, sis.
Man, I don't know about you. Oh man, what's up, y'all? Man, what's up? Man, I'm sitting here scrolling Facebook. I was editing a comment I had wrote in response to some shit that motherfucker Chicago crime chasers had put up and shit. Matter of fact, let me see if I can read this shit. Well, I'm gonna go to it. Yeah, you know, Chicago crime chasers. I think that's you know, a page that's ran by some people that I know, or some peoples of some people that I know. But for the most part, my opinion, you know, it's ran by old out of touch motherfucker and shit, old niggery motherfuckers and shit. And I don't know, man. Somehow, some way, like black folks, man, we think we just embrace all that like super niggery bullshit as if, oh, that's what it is. That's good home cooking and It's like all the dumb sucker shit, all that, you know, rock about we gonna be alright and all, you know, all that kind of mentality and shit. It's like we just rock with that shit like it's a part of our soul or some shit. That's what motherfuckers be talking about when they be talking about that victim mentality and shit, man. It's like, man, it's the year 2025 and shit, right? It's the world is so goddamn futuristic and shit. Motherfuckers is making robots and shit out here, but yet niggas is out here acting like they just got done picking cotton or some shit. And it be pages and niggas.
The
like
reason
that,
why I'm mad is
you know,
because
like the nigga who around this page.
I am the exact
It
man
be motherfuckers like
that my
that.
father raised me to be. And then I get grown, and they tell me,
Fuck up, bro. All right, but yeah, it be motherfuckers like that who steady push that shit, man. I hate that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I want all you fake ass civil rights ass niggas to die. It ain't not a violent death, not anything like painful where you gotta suffer, none of that shit. I just want you motherfuckers to perish with that weak ass mentality and shit. That walking around like life is just so bad. It's just so bad being a nigga. Oh my God, how can we survive being niggas, nigga? Shut your bitch ass up, bro. I don't know about you motherfuckers, man, but I live good. God take care of me. On real. I don't feel like no motherfucking victim. I don't feel oppressed. I don't feel inferior nowhere I go. And man, I'm telling you, I live in a motherfucking town that's damn near all like redneck folks and shit. And I don't never feel uncomfortable. I don't ever feel like I'm some minority. I don't ever, now damn sure don't ever feel oppressed. I don't feel like no motherfucker is superior over me. You motherfuckers got that shit ingrained in your head because too many of you niggas, most you niggas, you was raised by your fucking mama, and your mama is a weaker vessel. And she gonna raise your punk ass to be a weaker vessel. And now you bitch ass niggas walking around here 150, 60, 70, 80, 200 motherfucking pounds of straight up bitch ass niggas. That's all you niggas know how to do is get on the internet and cry and kill other niggas and then turn around and act like you a motherfucking victim. I don't want no bitch ass niggas, and I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, but I don't want no bitch ass nigga around me that when it come to crime, when it come to something that's going wrong, the only fucking thing you can do is report that shit. Go be a motherfucking news anchor then, you weak ass niggas. It be hard, man, I swear to God, it be so hard for me to try to talk about like real shit that I want to talk about on these motherfucking platforms, man, because that shit just gets my fucking skin to boiling. It gets me to just boiling. You niggas is out here complaining, crying and shit about young niggas. No offense to anybody on their motherfucking kids, because to be honest with you, if your kids out here doing this dumb shit, fuck your kids. But you grown-ass, supposedly men, grown-ass niggas out here dick-riding young niggas, out here being scared of young niggas. I'll put a young nigga in the fucking young old-ass dirt. Especially if you sitting here, you ain't bringing nothing good to the fucking community. You ain't bringing nothing good to life, and you bitch-ass niggas just sit around and take pictures of the shit, report the shit. Recording shit all the fucking time. I swear to God, man, in this day and age, man, the black man as a whole, our image to the world on TV is fucking ridiculous. You niggas is straight up bitches. Even when it came to them motherfucking young ass motherfucking kids, last week or whenever it was, that jumped on that goddamn lady. When they showed that shit a couple days later, the motherfuckers out there with their boots on the ground, ready to take action, was the fucking women. It was a handful of you bitch ass niggas out there. The rest of them was fucking women. And you motherfuckers want to know what's wrong with our community. It's because you fake ass so-called men ain't never been men. Can't even run your own motherfucking household. Bitch ass niggas. I don't even know how.
But speaking of podcasts,
what they talking about? Melissa Ford. I didn't even know that bitch was still around. I'm so tired of old motherfucking celebrity bitches and shit. I really don't like celebrities at all and shit. I respect the motherfuckers' talents and shit. Like I'm looking at this nigga Ryan Davis. Okay, my nigga, you being funny and shit. I respect that shit, right? But as far as a goofy bitch like a Melissa Ford, bitch, what you famous for? What you famous for? What have you ever fucking did that was super creative? What have you ever did that brought value to life in general? Besides, bust that motherfucker open for a real nigga. And I can't even say bust that bitch down for a real nigga because that bitch only got famous. We only know that bitch from fucking rappers and being in rap niggas videos. And we all know that all them niggas faggots. So what is these bitches famous for? Why the fuck are we even talking about an old sour pussy bitch like Melissa Ford in the year 2025? On the real. Why?
But speaking of podcast,
I want to see what they
still no confirmation as to what happened, but there's a lot of speculation of what happened to Melissa Ford on the Joe Budden show.
We knew that was gonna go bad.
That because nobody.
Somebody
actually
said she
knows.
quit suing.
Oh, that's been one of the stories floating around there too. So yeah. So
What else is she gonna do? She's finished.
Many people wanted to know what would happen with Melissa Ford after she exited the Joe Budden podcast. And for, that time period, she's been a little bit here and there. And she has her own podcast called Hot and Bothered.
The thought motherfucking business. Bitch, you get to the age of 40, and after that, bitch, you better learn. You better know how to pivot. If you ain't... If you been out here putting that pussy on the market, serving that shit up for everybody, by the time you hit the age of 40, bitch, you better have made it. Because after that, that motherfucker is nothing. That motherfucker is nothing. Don't nobody want no part of them sour-ass grapes. Especially not in no entertainment industry. Bitch, you gotta have some money to get some plastic surgery. You gotta suck a whole lot of Jewish people dicks so they'll put you in a movie or a show or something. But just you trying to put that old sour pussy on the air, out here on the networks, bitch, ain't nobody checking for that shit. Ain't nobody checking for that shit. Let me tell y'all something, right? For those who don't know how life go, right? The wonder years, which is your youth, the young years, the wonder years belong to women. That's when women are in their motherfucking glory, in their young years. But 40 and afterwards, 40 to 80, that shit belongs 100% to men, to niggas. Women don't get better looking as they get older. So if you're a woman who been banking your whole motherfucking life on how you look, shawty, you better have that shit together by the time you 40. By the time you 40, bitch, you better have either a magnificent career or a beautiful family or husband or some shit. Because if you still at the age of 40 think you finna be able to put some 40-year-old pussy on the motherfucking market and make it, bitch, you got to be out your motherfucking mind. You got to be out your motherfucking mind. Your mama and your daddy let you down. They ain't raised you right. They ain't keep it real with you. They ain't keep it real with you. Don't none of us become more beautiful looking or whatever the fuck you want to call it as we get older. Men, we have the luxury of, as we get older, we get more mature and we tend to make more money as we get older. And we also age a lot more. Men age more gracefully than women. You know, the beauty standard isn't the same for a man as it is for a woman. You know, scars on an older man, that's character, that tell a story and shit. Scars on a motherfucking woman, bitch, that's signs of a rough life. You know, it's two different standards and shit. I hate when motherfuckers try to act like men and women are the same thing. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here with that liberal democratic bullshit, fairy tale fantasy shit y'all been drinking up. Drinking them motherfucking Kool-Aid. Y'all motherfuckers be talking about motherfuckers drinking the Kool-Aid, man. You motherfuckers drink too much of that dumb nigga Kool-Aid. Dumb bitch Kool-Aid. But yeah, for a old ass bitch, a Melissa Ford, it's like, man, I thought that bitch was dead. Nobody want to see no motherfucking Melissa Ford. Trump removing something, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Mystical Son. I do want to see this shit.
It just seemed like Islam had an answer for every single thing JDM threw at him. And if you look at that fight, it kind of looks a lot like the fight with myself and Jemai. You know, these guys have a style that needs to be figured out. you go through eras of the game, and right now, these wrestlers, especially the Russian style wrestlers, just have something above the rest when it comes to wrestling and being able to control the guy on the floor. Definitely not, the entertainment that people necessarily want to see. But if that's how they want to win and that's how they win, then that's the way to do it. And I mean, they've proven very successful in that. So, I mean, great performance by Islam. I mean, a total dominant performance. And yeah, we called that one. It just seemed like Islam had an answer for every single thing JDM threw at him. And if you look at that fight, it kind of looks a lot like.
It kind of looks, it looked like when you got your ass whooped, dog. Who's that peeping in my window? Pow. Nobody now. I just cleared some motherfucking rings on my Apple Watch, some exercise rings, just sitting here talking to you dumbass niggas, because I be getting so goddamn excited and
Look
shit.
where I'm at, y'all. It's
so many motherfuckers think that, I'm angry and mad and no, it's just the way I talk. I'm a very extreme person. So when I'm talking about something that I'm interested in, talking about something that I'm passionate about, I talk in a very passionate way. On real. Talk to me about some titties and ass. Talk to me about Jesus. I get passionate about all that shit. Let me see this shit. What they say?
Look where I'm at, y'all. It's Saturday.
I like Anton Daniels a little bit. He alright. You can tell he was a lame growing up.
Look where I'm at, y'all. It's Saturday. I've been here 6 days. I did 6 days last week. I did 6 days the week before. That's 70-something hours of work. 60-something hours of work. That's like 2 weeks worth of work almost. The point of this video is it's Saturday. I could be at home being lazy. I could be at home scrolling. Ain't nothing wrong to the people who did they 40 hours. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, like, it's dudes out here who really sitting on their and ain't doing nothing, making excuses and blaming the white man in the system for their mishaps. I'm a convicted felon. I've been to prison. I've been in gangs. I sold drugs. I got shot.
All that shit.
I jumped people jumped me.
All that shit.
You know what I'm saying? All kinds of from the streets. But look, I work at Pepsi. I make $30 an hour here in New Jersey. I fought hard 5 years to stay out here free. I maxed out on parole. I finished my 5-year supervision on November 4th. I'm just a walking testimony that stop making excuses out here, gentlemen.
God bless this
I love
man.
it.
God bless
I
this
love
man.
it.
On my
I love
God
the fact
bless
that he's
that
standing on
motherfucking
business.
man.
Because see, if I say it and I say, well, this is where I came from, nobody will say that they can relate to it, or they'll make excuses and say, oh, you just want to slip through the cracks. You the one that they let through. Don't worry about it. We just going to write off the fact that you're using your own life and yourself as an example of how people can really remove themselves from their environments, and you are not your environment. You are not your culture. You are not the people that you surround yourself with.
Hold on. He had a good message going on, but I want to say something to motherfuckers who don't know, right? Because a lot of motherfuckers don't know. Even motherfuckers who I grew up with don't even really like know. Let me tell you something, man. My background and everything was, kind of still is, in some areas and shit. I had a lot of shit sealed and taken care of over the years and shit, but I still got a few things that could be wiped off my background. But real talk, right? Growing up and shit, man, I was the quietest, sneakiest, but I gotta just damn near say downright evil at times. Evilest motherfucker you could ever imagine. Quiet than a motherfucker. Unreal. Unassuming than a motherfucker. If I came around you as a youngster, you was swept down. I wasn't on shit. I was a goofy nigga. But I promise you, dog, I was a violent ass nigga. Violent ass nigga. So motherfuckers who know, dog. I'm talking about split motherfucker shit open with 2x4s, pipe wrenches, pipes, all that shit. Yeah, I'm a weapon grabbing ass nigga. I'm a weapon using ass nigga. On the real. When it come to violence, hey, ain't no rules and shit. I ain't trying to kill you, nigga, but I'm gonna cripple you. On the real. But I'm talking about, dog, the moment, and this should happen in the penitentiary. The moment I made the choice to myself, man, fuck this shit, man. I know what life is like doing everything the wrong way. I know what it's like to be bad. I know what that's like. Man, I'm just finna do everything good. I'm just gonna do everything right. The moment I made that motherfucking choice and I stood on that shit, dog, I swear I ain't never looked back. I ain't never looked back. And now here I am, man, at the age of 44, man. From a petty ass, I wasn't really a real drug dealer like that. Hell no, nigga, I was a robber. Nigga, I rob and steal. Man, I ain't gonna name them, but I got a couple homies. I swear to God, I remember I had homies growing up who was like real dope boys and shit, man. These niggas wanted to a couple of these niggas damn near wanted to chase me away because I used to rob their clientele and shit. On the real. I remember one time I made my homie D so motherfucking mad as shit. He had one of his peoples pull up, come and shot with him, think he finna check in. No, nigga, I got to get that. I remember another occasion and shit, man. This was late at night. I had on some fresh ass knockoff gear. I was on the bus stop on 79th and Western and shit, man. And it was a couple young niggas and shit. They was young and dumb, so they wasn't very aware of their surroundings and aware of life the way they should have been. This was one of them life-changing moments, y'all. I'm getting on the bus. I'm peeping these young niggas and shit, because I'm one of them super paranoid, super aware ass niggas and shit. And I'm peeping these little young niggas. I see a couple on study staring at my shoes and shit. Nigga, what the fuck is you looking at? I ain't gonna say none of this shit. Like I say, I'm an unassuming ass nigga. So I already got it in my mind, man. These niggas they gonna try to jump me and shit. I'm probably finna have to kill one of these niggas and shit. Cause I keep that motherfucker on me. I'm like, man, I'm probably finna have to kill one of these niggas. They don't know this shit. They probably plotting on me, not knowing, nigga, I'm plotting on y'all too. On the real. So when the bus come and shit on 79th and Western, it'll always be like a lot of motherfuckers getting on the bus there because 79th and Western was like a bus depot. Like a little mini bus depot. Motherfuckers getting ready to get on the bus, I let all the motherfucking people go first. Cause I know these niggas want to try me. I let all these motherfuckers go on first. And I wait to get on last and shit, except the like 3 young niggas. And right as I get ready to step on the bus, I got my eyes behind my motherfucking head too. Right as I'm getting on the bus, one of the niggas try to grab my arm. And when he grabbed my arm, the bus driver right here, as he grabbing my arm, I'm reaching and flipping the safety on this bitch. And I promise you, man, the bus driver just grabbed my hand with that motherfucking pistol in it, and he hurry up and slam the door. He tell me, no, brother, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. They don't know. They don't know. That was one of the biggest moments in my motherfucking life. Because Lord knows, man, I ain't no motherfucking killer. Man, who knows how my motherfucking life would have turned out if I had killed them 3 young brothers and shit. It was three black motherfuckers and shit. 9 times out of 10, they related to somebody I know, because everybody around there, goddamn it, is related. And that moment right there, man, that shit changed my life so much. Because the bus driver, man, he ain't get down on me. He ain't call no police on me, man. I sat at the front of the bus with him, having to talk with him. Because he was an old street nigga, and he was just giving me the game and shit, man. I done had a lot of motherfuckers throughout my life, man, that done gave me the motherfucking game and shit. That's why I really need to work on learning how to speak on this motherfucking microphone and learning how to talk, because I think that I got a lot to give. It's just that I don't have the best temperament and shit. I'm a little bipolar and shit. And as y'all can see, when I talk sometimes, when I'm a very excitable person. and shit. But the good news about that, bouncing around everywhere and shit. The good news about that shit is at work today. Yeah, I got a job, niggas. At work today, man, I approached this one black dude. It's only one other black dude that work at my job. Me and this one other dude. We the only black people in our company. Which is crazy in itself, but hey, it is what it is and shit. And it ain't because of racism or none of that shit like that. The truth of the matter is we the only two black motherfuckers there because black folks don't go out and about and really search for jobs. For those of y'all who be listening to me and shit, I told y'all when I applied for this job and shit, I ain't had the skills that it took for my job. But I went in that motherfucker with confidence. I know if you can do it, I can do it, nigga. So when I was walking with that white man around a motherfucking factory and shit, I turned to him and I told him 100% honestly, man, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't know nothing about this shit. But what I do know is if you can do it, I can do it. And not only can I do it, if you give me time, I guarantee I'll be able to do it better than you and anybody else in here. This is exactly what I told him. And he told me, like, God, you kind of arrogant there, aren't you? No, it ain't arrogant, man. It's confidence. I told him I ain't never had a task that I couldn't complete. I ain't never ever been stumped. I told his ass, I'm a good figure-outer. On the real, I swear to God, this is what I told his ass and shit. Because he was walking around, you know, having white guy talk, telling me, like, yeah, I'm one of the most knowledgeable people, this and that, here in this factory and that shit. I said, that's because I don't work here yet. And I told his ass that shit in front of like all of their office personnel and all of that shit. Kept my smile on just to let them know I'm saying it in the friendly way and shit. But yeah, that's how I got my motherfucking job. And sure enough, here it is, just a little bit of time later, I'm in that bitch. A job that it take motherfuckers 18 months just to learn how to do the shit that I do. And I told these folks, man, I learned that shit in 3 to 6 months. And in actuality, I learned that shit in 2 months. Because I was raised with my grandfather. And my grandfather, it was no such thing as I can't or none of that shit. That's probably the one thing I am most grateful for in my life is being raised by my grandfather. My grandfather was an old mean motherfucker. Old mean motherfucker. Loved me to death, but he was a mean motherfucker. Hard-working motherfucker. Ain't never let me back down from nothing. From nothing. I remember the first time some dudes tried to jump on me at school. I called myself trying to run back home and shit. Man, I ran home. My grandfather said, what the hell you doing here? I'm like, man, these dudes tried to jump me at the basketball court. That motherfucker gave me his patented, what the fuck look. I'm thinking we getting ready to go back to the school together. Nope. My grandfather walked straight to the kitchen, opened a knife drawer, gave me a knife, told me, put that in your book bag. He said, take your punk ass back to school. And when you get there, whichever one you think is going to be the hardest to fight, pick up a brick and hit him first. You hit him, pull out your knife, and they going to leave you alone. That's the motherfucker who I was raised by. I'm going to be honest. He was right. On real. He was right. Niggas who know me, man, I got homies and shit who I go back like 30, 40 years with, man. I remember it was this one family called the Millers and shit, because I used to live over on like Marshfield and shit. I got homies who we done lived in the same different neighborhoods together and shit. And these motherfuckers will tell you, man, you couldn't jump me as a kid. Okay, I ain't gonna say you couldn't jump me because I done got jumped. You can't jump me and make me run. That's what I'm trying to say. Nigga, I ain't running nothing. I'm gonna fight all you niggas. And I don't know because I'm a brave heart or I'm a good fighter or shit. Nope. It's just That's how I was raised. My grandfather told me ain't no such thing as the odds ain't on your side. Hell no, nigga, you fight and you fight for your motherfucking life. You tear a limb off a motherfucker. You ain't got to win the fight. All you got to do is hurt them bad enough to where they don't want to fight. Man, we done lost that shit nowadays. Why you think so many motherfuckers in the hood get shot? It's because these niggas can't fight at all. These niggas scared to get beat up. And the sad part is, see, back in the day, the community, and especially the women, because the women done always been the community, they didn't cheer on and support the motherfuckers who did dumb shit, the motherfuckers who was heartless and would kill their own kind and shit. Niggas like that didn't have no bitches and shit like that back in the day and shit. Nowadays, the standard is so low in our motherfucking community with the women and the men and shit, because you niggas fuck some of the sorriest bitches ever. And you bitches fuck some of the sorriest, grimiest niggas ever. It's like everybody is fucked up and scratching and trying to make a way, but don't want to admit it. So motherfuckers is all the morals, all the standards, all of that shit is gone. And it's just everybody just running rampant, just doing everything to and with everybody. You know. But I want to stop talking for a second, because I really didn't even get on here to like stream. I was trying to test out some audio shit, which I'm always doing, because that's what I was going to say. I met this black dude at my job. And then of course, if you black, I'm going to introduce myself to you. Hey, nigga, what up, man? Where you from, dog? What's up, man? But I ain't going to say it in no shitty way. I ain't trying to gangbang with you, nigga. I just want to know your background. Hey, man, where you from? You know what I'm saying? So I get to rapping that, bro, and shit. And he telling me, he from Jamaica and this and that. Hey, man. I start telling him about, hey, man, I've been working for damn near 5 years building this podcast studio, bro. And all I'm missing now is another brother to rock it with me, dog. What you think about podcasting, man? You ever thought about getting into that shit? Hey, I don't know much about podcasting, bro. But hey, tell me more about that shit, man. Hell yeah, it sound good, man. I'm down. That's all I need to hear, because that's all I've been looking for is another nigga to rock out with, Joe. And a Jamaican nigga. You come from a whole totally different culture and shit, nigga. We'll have a whole lot to talk about and shit. Because he asked me, what would you talk about? Nigga, we gonna talk about every motherfucking thing. So now I'm super excited for that shit, man. And I think I'm getting closer and closer to my goal. I'm getting closer and closer to getting this motherfucker together and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been taking my time with this shit, as y'all can see, man. A lot of ups, but way more motherfucking downs. And it's just because I've been taking my time, and I've been feeling like, man, when my time is right, man, God gonna make a way. My brother always tell me the same thing, because me and him always having little recorded conversations and just conversations in general, and I'm always telling him about where I am with this and how I'm feeling, and he just always let me know, like you doing the right thing, bro. Don't force it. When it's time, God gonna open that door. And so, man, I got all faith in my God, man. I'm just saying that I'm on my way, man. And here I am, coming from a nigga, man. Motherfuckers don't know, dog. I came from the bottom of the bottom, man. My motherfucking granddaddy had 10 motherfucking kids plus me. On the real. We ain't get no house, man. Nigga, till I was in like high school, like my freshman year of high school. Motherfuckers who I grew up with who think that we grew, oh yeah, dog, we grew up in the hood and shit that I met in high school. I'll be trying to tell them, dog, that wasn't no motherfucking hood, nigga. You don't know the hood. Real. That wasn't the hood. That's just the hood we grew up in, dog. I was born in the hood, nigga. Me and my family, we know the hood, nigga. On real. In the hood, nigga, everything dirty. The air dirty, nigga. Shit. And everybody hustling, man. But everybody on one accord. That's the difference now and shit, man. Nowadays, black folks, we just out here fucked up, out here bad, man. It's because Real niggas got mixed in with the shitty ass project niggas. Sorry, project niggas. I got family that's project niggas. I ain't trying to say that like all project niggas ain't shit, but I'm saying that when they tore down the projects, they spread all that horrific nonsense all throughout the black community. And now look at where we at now. You got all this dumbass music that's promoting all this super gang, kill 'em up shit. Super gang, let's be gay. Cause y'all niggas gay than a motherfucker. Real. Super gang, let's be gay niggas. On real. But let me shut up for a minute, cause I want to let Malcolm X talk shit about Jews. Y'all know I don't like Jews.
Are you anti-Semitic?
Anti-Semitic?
You've many of the things that I've read about you, and you've made a mention a couple of times about the Jews and everything, and I'm wondering if you are personally anti-Semitic.
No. How can I be anti-Semitic when the Arabs are half the Muslim world is Semitic? If I was anti-Semitic, I'd be anti-Arab and anti-everything else. No, I think that in this country, there's one mistake that the Jews make. They put themselves in a position where whenever anybody gives an objective analysis of the role that they play, they defend themselves by accusing you of being anti-Semitic. And a Negro is not anti-Semitic when he says that the man who's exploiting him in his community is white, because it is a white man who owns all the stores. Now, is it an accident that these whites who own these stores are Jewish? If it's an accident, then the fact that he says the Jew on the corner is exploiting me isn't an anti-Semitic statement. It's just more descriptive of the man who's exploiting him.
Are you
And I 100% agree, except what I will add is I don't give a fuck about a motherfucker telling me that I'm anti-Semitic. So? Out of all the shit that's going on in the world, when did we get to the point to where being called a name is like the worst shit ever? I don't give a fuck about a motherfucker calling me a name. That's why I hate black folks that always be crying about, oh, that's racist and this is racist. Since when did that shit become the worst shit in the world? Nigga, you ever seen one of your best friends in the world get his motherfucking brains blew out next to you? Nigga, you ever seen a baby get shot up? Nigga, we got real motherfucking problems in the goddamn community. I don't give a fuck about nobody being racist. A motherfucker, a person of another race being racist, that's just a motherfucker being mean. A motherfucker calling names. Ain't no more that. The man holding me back and shit, man. We live in a whole different world, man. The world is wide open to any and every motherfucking body. Ain't no such thing as a motherfucker holding you back. But so many of our people, man, we got that motherfucking 70s and 60s civil rights mentality and shit because you been raised by old out of touch ass bitches. Sorry. That's just the truth. If you walking around in the year 2025 talking about you oppressed, if you walking around in the year 2025 talking about some motherfucking white supremacy, first of all, nigga, ain't nobody supreme over me. Nobody but God and Jesus. And if you really understand, you know they one and the same. So outside of that, ain't no motherfucking body supreme over me. If a motherfucker come talking to me about some motherfucking white supremacy, all I think is, man, you a dumb bitch ass nigga, huh? I don't give a fuck how big you is, how smart you think you is, none of that shit, how much of a fake ass killer you supposed to be. If you come to me talking about some punk ass white supremacy, I just think you a dumb ass scary nigga. You dumb and you weak. Fuck you mean somebody else supreme over you, nigga? I'm a motherfucking black supremacist, dog. I'm a nigga supremacist. The fuck? I'm a man supremacist. I'm a God supremacist. Fuck is you talking about, man? We done got to the age 9 shit. If you want to get a reaction out of black folks, all you got to do is say racism. And that shit come from bitches, dog. That shit come from bitches. Let me tell you the truth about low-end racism. And what I mean by low-end racism, I mean racism that come from motherfuckers on the bottom. Usually when it's like white folks that's being super racist towards blacks, it's because they broke and they feel inferior. I understand this, right? And also, usually, when it comes to black folks that's crying about racism, that usually comes from bitches who feel inferior. You know, that all that racism, victim mentality shit, that's an inferiority complex. That come from motherfuckers who feel less than. Because when you confident in yourself, when you know who you are as a motherfucking people, man, you don't give a fuck about what nobody else think. You do not give a fuck. When you got your shit together, when you know who you are, man, what a motherfucker talking about don't mean shit. Don't mean a motherfucking thing and shit. I remember when I used to get mad and shit and take that shit personal when motherfuckers would attack me, because my wife white. When motherfuckers would attack me and say, oh, you don't love your people. I swear I used to try to defend that shit all the time. But then when I got to the point to where it was like, I know who the fuck I am. Man, I didn't give a fuck about that shit. Now, if a motherfucker say that shit to me, nigga, I'ma troll the shit up out of you saying that shit. Hell yeah, love that good white pussy. Sambo all day. I'll laugh and make a joke with a motherfucker now and shit, man. So when it comes to all that racism shit, no matter which side you on and shit, that shit comes from a place of inferiority. Unreal. You don't feel good enough. You don't feel good enough. I don't be trying to sound racist or whatever to nobody, but the truth of the matter is, shit, like I say, I know who I am. So it ain't no white person that can convince me that they're superior to me. Nigga, do you see this shit, dog? Man, I'm a motherfucking god. On the real. You got the perks, you got your white perks, nigga, I got my black perks. And I love these motherfucking perks. On the real, call me supreme nigga. On the real. I love this nigga shit. So I don't like that victim mentality shit. That shit for weak motherfuckers.
I'm sick of men telling me, oh, well, you hardcore. Yes, I am. Can you handle it? Oh, well, yeah. What you bringing to the table? I am the table.
You ate the table.
I don't understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful. I'm rich. I can fight.
That's what you want
bitch that can
from
fight.
your man, dummy. This is a big mistake. These women are exhibiting all the classic signs of retardation that women suffer from in everyday life. They become the qualities they want in a man, and they don't understand why the men don't want them back. You becoming strong and powerful and successful is you trying to acquire the qualities of the man you want because you don't think you can actually get that man. And so you've come up with another way to the mountaintop thinking this will attract what you want. This would be the equivalent of a man becoming soft, vulnerable, passive, and dependent, and wondering why no woman wants him. You see, the men are telling you that they don't want it. They've told you.
I don't understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful.
See, that means the men have told you. They've told you you're too aggressive. They're telling you we don't want that. And you are yelling at them saying you should. Just like Michelle Obama, who is yelling at you saying you should love my blackness.
Our beauty is so powerful. It's worthy of demanding the respect that we're owed.
You can't force people to feel any type of way. They have tried. We are currently living under that system that has run a multi-decade brainwashing program that has come as close as humanly possible to making people feel the way the government wants.
Making black folks feel like they victims and like the world owe them some. Nigga, don't nobody owe you shit. Whatever you desire in your motherfucking life, nigga, you owe it to your motherfucking self. You feel like a king? Well, treat yourself like a motherfucking king. Stop doing peasant shit. You feel like a queen? Well, treat yourself like a motherfucking queen. Carry yourself like a motherfucking queen. Stop doing peasant shit. I remember one of my big homies and shit, and I still use that word. I remember one of my homies black and shit. I reminded this nigga of this shit, and I know he don't understand how big this moment in time was for me, but the shit stuck with me, right? Cause I always been a money getting nigga. I told y'all I was a robber and stealer. I always went to go get the paper. Sold some drugs and did all that shit. I went to go get the paper, right? I always had paper. Always had a good hustle. Always had a good lick. And I would, a lot of times, break bread and hustle and trade and shit with my nigga and all that shit on the money side, on the hustle side. You know, we would do business together. But this nigga, when he would go hang out and kick in and go downtown or go do whatever he was doing and shit, he would always go with a certain crowd that didn't include me. And so I said something to him one day, like, God damn, nigga, why the fuck you don't ever fuck with me like that on that level, nigga? We been knowing each other since blah 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 blah. And this nigga told me, he told me, he said, I'm gonna keep it real with you, G. He say, man, you a motherfucking boss, but you don't carry yourself like a boss. He say, nigga, you be out here beefing and in drama all the motherfucking time, like you some motherfucking foot soldier, dog. He like, man, I don't want that shit around me. And even though that nigga, he made me feel little than a motherfucker at that moment and shit, like, oh, nigga, I don't want that shit. That shit stuck with me. I started to understand what the fuck he was talking about. The problem wasn't him. The problem wasn't nobody else. The problem was me. I was carrying myself like a motherfucking peasant.
Come on, Uncle. I work too hard for this. You don't even understand nothing. Come on. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right what y'all doing. I came from the ghetto too. Same as all of you did. Y'all need to listen. But you know, y'all messed up my business. And you call it black power. You mad at the white man. Why did you join my business?
That was after some motherfucking riots that that dumbass niggas let these motherfucking evil conniving ass Jews who control everything that you listen to, everything you see on your TV. Y'all always talking about the white man. Yeah, nigga, the white Jew. That's who run all this shit. That's who make the motherfucking laws. That's who control your goddamn education, nigga. That's who control the music industry, the movies, the newspaper, the fake ass news. All of it come from evil ass Jews who have done a masterful job of making you niggas think that you're weak and you a victim. And it's the white man. But it's not us. We're not white folks. We're Jew. No. And you niggas fall for it. And then when a nigga like me come along, a nigga who been watching this shit, all his life observing this shit. When a nigga like me come along try to tell you niggas about this real shit, no, oh, you talking that whitewash shit. Nigga, I'm talking that shit that you need to listen to. Because all that, whatever the fuck you been listening to, look where it got you, boy. Look where it got you. Look where we at as a motherfucking people. And look at that man. Y'all let these motherfuckers hype y'all up and fight against the same broke-ass white folks who in the same motherfucking boat that you in, nigga. And that's the motherfucking game. To keep poor black folks and poor white folks always fighting, because if them poor motherfuckers ever came together, the game is over. And the sad part about it, right here in 2025, the motherfuckers who perpetuating this dumbass motherfucking culture, the motherfuckers who perpetuating this white supremacist motherfucking plan is niggas. Niggas. Don't nobody do a nigga worse than another nigga. For all you niggas that strap up every day, that go out every day into the world with your motherfucking armor on. Nigga, you ain't got that shit for no motherfucking white man. You got that shit for another nigga. Take the time to think about that shit, dog. Take the time to think about that shit. Listen to the pain in this man motherfucking voice. That shit coming from his goddamn soul. He's sitting here telling these motherfuckers, man, I came from the gutter too. And y'all burnt my fucking business down.
I destroyed my truck. Watch in my computer. I'm trying to make it. Could you understand that? Can't y'all see it? I'm trying to make it.
That is black culture in 2025, right there.
That shit hurt.
A trash culture that encourages violence and terrorizing so-called black communities. That's what black culture is all about right now.
Talk all this racist shit,
Black
all
Lives
this
Matter,
punk ass Trump shit, nigga.
Looting,
show me the niggas Trump killed.
Chaos. Again, just terror.
Show me the niggas Trump done killed.
There's no such thing as white Americans going around terrorizing black communities.
Hell no, it's other niggas.
By the number. It does not exist. You're lying if you say that. The truth is, in that video, black Americans are the ones terrorizing themselves, destroying small businesses, hardworking Americans,
and destroying everything you motherfuckers.
Destroying their livelihood. You are the problem. The culture is what's pushing this. Black culture is garbage. This is black culture in today's world. Nothing but chaos and terrorizing, and they're also anti-white. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Come on, Uncle. I worked too hard for this. I don't even understand nothing.
Listen, as a minister, I don't care too much for the language, but I agree with everything this man just said.
So I was just told that I turned my back on the black community because of a recent video I did about Jasmine Crockett. I've been waiting on this one. What this is called is selective morality. Let's ignore the fact that ain't no white robes running through our neighborhoods, just black folks terrorizing other black folks. Let's ignore the fact that ain't no white supremacists shooting up our blocks. It's us. Let's ignore the fact that we make music glorifying our own destruction and then cry when the streets match the lyrics. We love screaming black unity, but will rob, jump, scam, and kill our own people with no hesitation whatsoever. Preaching we gotta stick together while setting up your own brothers and snaking your own sisters. Love blaming the society for why our neighborhoods look like war zones while cheering for the very culture that keeps them that way. Talking about black pride while rapping about murdering each other, turning women into baby mamas, and making it seem like being broke, violent, and ignorant is a personality trait. Everybody want to scream support black businesses, but will run to Gucci before you ever spend $1 with your own people while looking for a hookup at the same time. We want to whine about gentrification, but won't invest in your own damn community. Instead, trash it, and then cries when somebody else moves in and builds it up. And then the worst part, y'all expect every black person to fall in line with this ideology. Because how dare a black person think for themselves, right? How dare someone not subscribe to this self-inflicted victimhood bull? Y'all want unity? Start by looking in the mirror. The truth is, black folks ain't even for black folks. The biggest threat to black people ain't Trump. It ain't the police. It ain't white people. It's us. It's our own self-hatred, our own refusal to hold each other accountable, and our own addiction to playing the victim while glorifying the very that holds us back. Who's out here shooting up black neighborhoods? Not Trump. Who's rapping about killing each other, robbing each other, and treating our women like trash? Not Trump. Who's making...
I want to stop him on something because he reminded me of something I was thinking about earlier today. You know, when I look at the black community and black culture today and shit, especially when I'm speaking about this shit, when I do speak up, I do way more often than not mention, you know, single motherhood and single black moms and shit like that, because now it's like 85% of our black 85% of black households are ran by single black mothers. But let's make no mistake about it and shit. That shit got that way not just by the government subsidizing black women to keep the fathers away. Because that's only a small portion, man. That's only a small goddamn portion. The truth of the matter is, It's the so-called men or lack of. And that's just the fact of the matter and shit. When I really sit down and take the time to look at the root cause of why the black community is the way it is because ain't no real black men. The black men of today are all watered down and feminized and shit. And I'm not gonna lie, man. It's a whole lot of brothers that'll watch this or hear my voice. I want you to know, nigga, I'm talking about you, dog. Man, if you ain't speaking out against this shit, if you ain't putting no action to work in this shit, and you live in the hood, if you standing by watching this shit and the only thing you can do is type some shit on the motherfucking internet or post a video or record a video, nigga, you the problem. And I don't respect you, dog. As much as I love you, nigga, I don't respect you. I told you, man, overall, the image of a black man today is just fucking disgraceful. Yeah, black women, they take a whole lot of slack. It's because they are the ones who are creating these households at the moment, but they in the position of creating these households because the men ain't. I just feel like, man, we at a point to where shit is so fucked up and so ass backwards to where we as black men, we got to just say enough is enough. And we got to change this shit by any means necessary. I tell y'all all the time, the last thing I would ever want to do is hurt my motherfucking people. But I do think that a whole lot of our people need to be cleansed in this motherfucker. A whole lot of the motherfuckers who y'all call children or YNs and shit, I think them motherfuckers need to be buried. If you can't control yourself, young man, you can't bring nothing positive to the community. You can't do nothing but terrorize the goddamn kids, the mothers, the women. Look what we've done to black women. At this point, I'd rather us just turn to domestic violence and try to beat these bitches in line, rather than continue to perpetuate this fucked up ass culture, rather than us to continue making babies and then turn them loose in the streets. Because no matter what y'all say about all these YNs and all that shit, man, somebody made them YNs. Somebody nutted in that bitch. Where you at, you bitch ass nigga? Half you hoe ass niggas, man, making these dumb ass, retarded ass babies, and you see them getting wild and gangster in the streets, and you bitch ass niggas, I think you motherfuckers like living vicariously through these niggas because you ain't never had no motherfucking heart and shit. You done made life for this motherfucker so miserable because you ain't never been there for him. He done seen his mama hoeing, struggling and shit. He don't feel like he got no value. He don't feel like he got nothing to live for. So he just out here, and you bitch ass niggas, I think y'all living like vicariously through y'all kids, because you ain't never had a heart to get out there and chase nothing. So you watching them chase all this fucking madness, and you think that shit is something to be proud of. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I hate to put negativity or any form of hatred out in the air, man. But I ain't gonna lie, man, I want to see these little motherfuckers cleansed. I want you motherfuckers to suffer, man. I think that's the only way we ever gonna change. I'm tired of seeing mamas crying, dog. I'm tired of seeing black women just being on the floor. Being on the motherfucking floor. One of the most conflicting things about my life, right, is the fact that I'm married outside of my race, right? Not because I desire a woman from my own race and nothing like that. Hell no, I love my wife to death. I used to dream about my wife before I ever met her and shit. My wife is beautiful, perfect. Perfectly flawed, I like to say. But the conflict comes in because believe it or not, I'm one of them Captain Save-A-Hoe ass niggas. The conflict comes in the fact that I have to watch so many of my sisters suffer because the only thing left, the only niggas left for them is sorry ass niggas like you. I used to be like anti-interracial dating, but I'm at a point to where it's like, man, I'm down here be wanting to tell a whole lot of sisters and shit like, baby, get you a white man or something, get you a Mexican, do something different. Just, baby, give your kids a chance. Because that's where we at as black men today, man. Fortunately, it's still a good couple handfuls of us that got our shit together, man, and out here trying to take some form of leadership. But it ain't enough. That's why, man, on a jokey side, but not really. Man, I wish we had like a real purge, real federal law and shit. Real federal law that would let us police our own communities, take the motherfucking gloves off. For some of us, put the gloves on. And let us clean these motherfuckers up. Because when I hear the term, a white nigga, these young niggas, 300 young mother, it would have been 298 of them motherfuckers dead. I man, even if I'm joking or whatever, which I don't know how much of it is a joke, to be honest. I know I shouldn't even be putting that in the air, but man, we got to do something. We got to do something.
The Nation of Islam was founded not by a black man, but by a white British man, okay, whose parents were born in British India. When I say British India, at the time when the British Empire had colonized India, okay, many decades ago. So this young man, born in New Zealand, immigrated to New Jersey, okay, who they call Master Farah Muhammad, okay, a false messiah. That's Farrakhan's God. But he was born Wally Dart Ford, or Wallace Ford. The Nation.
Is this shit true, Muslims? You motherfucker better not tell me that y'all motherfucking real leader is a white man named Wally. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never really been with none of that Muslim shit anyway. I don't believe in none of that shit. I think all y'all faking and shit. I think all y'all faking. I'm a follower of Christ, but I'm a totally different kind, man. That's why I really don't like to use the term Christian, because I ain't exactly a Christian. On the real. I'm what you call agnostic, or should I say a Gnostic? Not agnostic, forgive me. I'm a Gnostic Christian Hebrew. That's what I am. A Gnostic Christian Hebrew. That shit sounds dumb to the motherfucker, don't it? I don't like titles and shit. Man, I'm a nigga that believe in Jesus just as much as I believe in myself. I believe in myself because of the power of the Lord.
You know what they give a woman with 5 kids by 5 different men and she can't afford a place to live? They give her an apartment. They give her a house. They give her a WIC. They give her help from the state. You know what they give a man who got 5 kids by 5 different women that he can't afford to take care of?
Nothing.
They put him in jail. They put him in the state.
Yeah.
She gets help from the state. We get put in the state.
Yeah.
That ain't crazy. Nobody ever said. Think about it like this. A woman can go to, what's that thing where they donate money to them people?
GoFundMe?
Yeah, GoFundMe. A woman can start a GoFundMe and say, you know, I got these kids, I can't really take care of them. Can y'all send me some money? People feel bad. Oh man, she got a man could. Why a man can't say, nigga, I owe child support. Can y'all send me some money? And think about where the money would go.
Yeah.
To that woman.
Yeah.
They still wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, they won't. Hell no.
Because they want a man to be punished. Why do you think they put a man in jail for not paying child support? Because if money mattered, if you were that woman, you'd be like, hold on, don't put this nigga in jail. Give him a job.
Yeah.
Why would the punishment be to make him go to jail where he's just going to continue to be behind on child support? Yeah. And yet the woman says, oh, she's happy now. It's about punishment when it comes to men. They don't want that check. They want to punish your punk ass. That's why women will have babies by random motherfuckers. You on a porn set and still just say, oh, I'm going to let this thing just marinate inside of me until fucking Freddy Krueger come because he's the damn son of 100 niggas. You'll just wait. There are women will have a baby and have no idea who got them pregnant.
Yeah.
But why?
You're
Because
right.
society will still not look at her as a bad person. They will say, you've seen these shows. This bitch that got 38 niggas done came out there.
Jerry
You're the
Springer.
father.
Maury.
You need to-
Episode 20.
And finally, when they done caught the right man, you need to man up.
Yeah.
And the crowd boos him.
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't even remember fucking his bitch. Yeah. So she didn't even get pregnant by him. His semen was on the mattress and just crawled in her because that's what she do. Fuck everybody on the same dirty.
I blame this on you, those of you who sent me The Battle of Europa. You told me to go watch it, so I did. And I am absolutely horrified. How am I supposed to be normal after all of that? How am I supposed to not be, as one would call, antiseptic? And you know what the word is. How is it that this group of people have committed multiple Holocausts, but parade the one that they've been in and tell people not to talk badly about them, but they did so many other things, including the Black Plague, including the Holocaust that were in Russia, and were the ones who were in command of that. How is it that they were...
I be trying to tell y'all all the time, all of the most evil shit that has ever happened in history. And I'm talking about chattel slavery. I'm talking about all of that shit. It come from Jews. And I'm a type of motherfucker, man. I know a lot of motherfuckers don't study and you're not privy to this information. And because I am, nigga, I ain't never gonna shut up about it. I'll never bite my motherfucking tongue. This the cross that I'm willing to die on. I stand on that shit 10 motherfucking toes strong. You want racism to stop? You want poverty to stop? You want this upside down ass life to stop? Get rid of the motherfucking Jews. First, you niggas gotta educate yourselves so you can know what's really going on, because you niggas don't know. All you niggas know is the white face, but you don't realize that white face, that white name, all of it, it belonged to the motherfuckers who call themselves Jews. The same motherfuckers who will create a MLK to turn you niggas away from God, away from Jesus, and turn you towards the government, telling you that it's the white man's fault. Man, y'all better really do y'all motherfucking homework on the civil rights movement, on MLK, Rosa Parks, all of them communist motherfuckers who weren't nothing but actors. Trained and given a role to mislead niggas. And they done a hell of a job. Now I understand why Malcolm X couldn't stand MLK punk ass. But because we don't know our history, a nigga like me will come along and tell you that MLK was a fraud, and you bitch ass, dumb ass niggas will get mad at me. Not once. Not once. Asking the question, what the fuck did he do for niggas? Because any nigga walking around telling you if a motherfucker go upside your shit, don't defend yourself. How the fuck is that a hero? any motherfucker where all he can do every time they put a microphone in front of his face, the only thing he can do is beg from another motherfucker, man. How the fuck is that a hero? How the fuck is that a leader?
Able to do those things, got away with it, and no one can say anything about that.
I tell y'all niggas, my hero.
How is it that they were the ones who were on the boards of Pfizer and the COVID plan? How is it that they were the ones who orchestrated all of those things, and they are not the ones who have been responsible for over 100 million deaths? The things that they did
like
to
the
people,
Bible say, they are of the synagogue of Satan.
If you've listened to the Battle of Europa, you already know it's not a long enough video to talk about that. But how is it that that was all done by them and we just let them continue? I'm not even going to ask people what do we do about them, because quite honestly, I'm processing.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't keep listening to this nigga talk like that and shit. I think he like the nigga version of Gandhi or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he got going on. He look dirty and shit, bro. Your hair dirty than the motherfucker. Real niggas know what clean nigga hair look like. This nigga hair dirty than the motherfucker, dog. I seen all them robes and costumes you got in the background, dog. Wash that motherfucking hair and shit. Put some grease in that shit so that shit can shine. Beautiful and black. Then a motherfucker might want to listen to that shit.
We economic hitmen are the first line of defense.
I want to show y'all something. Y'all see this right here? I know it's small, so zoom in if you can. It's a juice box. Pretty soon, they gonna get rid of that emoji and shit. And the reason why motherfuckers use that juice box, because that's for like those who know, the real woke folks. That's the sign for Jews. So all you fake ass hip street motherfuckers, man, get your head out your ass, dog, and pay attention to what's going on. How about you try being...
We go in, we try to corrupt governments and get them to accept these huge loans, which we then use as leverage to basically own them. If we fail, as I failed in Panama with Omar Torrijos and in Ecuador with Jaime Roldos, men who refuse to be corrupted, then the second line of defense is we send in the jackals. And the jackals either overthrow governments or they assassinate. And once that happens and a new government comes in, and boy, it's going to toe the line, because the new president knows what will happen if he doesn't. In the case of Iraq, both of those things failed. Economic hitmen were not able to get through to Saddam Hussein. We tried very hard. We tried to get him to accept a deal very similar to what the House of Saud had accepted in Saudi Arabia, but he wouldn't accept it. And so the jackals went in to take him out. They couldn't do it. His security was very good. After all, he had one time worked for the CIA. He'd been hired to assassinate a former president of Iraq and failed, but he knew the system. So in '91, we send in the troops and we take out the Iraqi military. So we assume at that point that Saddam Hussein is going to come around. We could have taken him out, of course, at that time, but we didn't want to. He's the kind of strong man we like. He controls his people. We thought he could control the Kurds and keep the Iranians in their border and keep pumping oil for us. And then once we took out his military, now he's going to come around. So the economic hitmen go back in the 90s without success. If they'd had success, he'd still be running the country. We'd be selling him all the fighter jets he wants and everything else he wants. But they couldn't. They didn't have success. The jackals couldn't take him out again. So we sent the military in once again, and this time we did the complete job and took him out, and in the process created for ourselves some very, very lucrative construction deals. We had to reconstruct a country that we'd essentially destroyed, which is a pretty good deal if you own construction companies, big ones. So
today we're going to talk about Christopher Columbus and some hidden history from The International Jew by Henry.
Most black people know that BLM the whole time was a scam. In fact, and I hate to be one of those people, right? But I have it on a old hard drive. I am the first person I know. I did it on my show, The Liberated Show, in 2016 when Trump was running for office. I said BLM is an LGBTQ front. If you go on their website, everything was against the nuclear family. They didn't consider black men at all. You know what I'm saying? So and then the original Black Lives Matter was a brother named Darren Seals who started it in St. Louis over the Mike Brown issue. He got killed mysteriously, and then they hijacked the term. Most black people, see, this is what I'm saying. They don't bring real black people in the media. They get liberal leftist blacks and then coon conservative blacks, but they never go to the real black community and get people who are saying certain things because they want to present it in a certain light either way. Most black people know that BLM the whole time was a scam. In fact,
those allegations are now at the center of a lawsuit claiming the company's vice president went on an hour-long tirade attacking the company's products and employees before taking aim at its customers.
And the former employee recorded it all. Eric Erickson shares that recording and what the company is saying about it.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit?
And that's just part of an over an hour-long rant, says former security analyst for Campbell's, Robert Garza of Monroe.
I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. So I don't think, now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it, look at meat, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
Those allegations are now at the center of a Those allegations are now at the center of a lawsuit claiming the company's vice president went on an hour-long tirade attacking the company's products and employees before taking aim at its customers.
And the former employee recorded it all. Eric Erickson shares that recording.
There is a lie, a comfortable and convenient lie, told in our classrooms and repeated in our media. The lie is that the Republican Party of the 19th century was somehow liberal, and that the Democrats were the conservatives. It is a profound twisting of the truth. To understand the real history, you must understand the meaning of the words. In the 1870s, after the Civil War, the Southern Democrats called themselves liberals. But what did their liberalism stand for? It stood for the liberal right of the states to ignore the Constitution. It was the freedom to enforce white supremacy, the liberty to deny black citizens their God-given rights. It was a liberalism in service of anarchy and racial terror. And what did these Democrats call the black Republicans who had been elected to office for the first time? They called them radicals. That was the insult, the smear they used. Why would they use radical as an insult? Because it was considered radical to believe that the Constitution should apply to all men. It was radical to demand a strong, centralized federal government to enforce law and order and to crush the terror of the Triple K. These black Republicans fought to conserve the nation's founding principles and the hard-won victory of the Civil War. The foundation of their platform was not radicalism, it was order. The bedrock of their community was faith, the two-parent family, and the dignity of personal responsibility. They were not a political movement in the modern sense, they were a moral one. So, when you hear the lazy argument today that the parties simply switched, you are hearing the echo of the same lie. The democratic liberalism of that era was a shield for chaos. The black Republicans and their allies demanded a strong conservative government to bring justice and order. They fought for the Constitution, for law and order, for God, and for family. If that is not conservatism, then the word has no meaning. They were not the radicals. They were the patriots. They were, in the truest sense of the word, our first conservatives. And that today is our lesson in our classroom, the unspoken curriculum. If you enjoy, there is a lie, a comfortable and convenient lie, told in our classrooms and repeated.
The NAACP, that was a Jew organization.
Really?
That was, they had a black guy's face, but it was funded and started and financed by all Jews.
Wow.
So it wasn't to help black people, because there was, they were counterbalancing, it was this Marcus Garvey, I can't remember the name of his organization. They didn't like him, so they started that. They got his ass deported to fucking, I forget what country where he was born. And he even says after the conviction, you damn Jews, it was Jews that got him sent back. The NAACP, that was a Jew organization.
Really?
That was, they had a black guy's face, but it was funded and started and financed by all Jews. Wow. So it wasn't to help black people, because there was they were counterbalancing. It was this Marcus Garvey. I can't remember the name of his organization. They didn't like him, so they started that. And they got his ass deported to fucking I forget what country where he was born. And he even said,
How many men ever went to a barbecue and would let one man take off the table what's intended for 9/10 of the people to eat? The only way you'll ever be able to feed the balance of the people is to make that man come back and bring back some of that grub he ain't got no business with. Now, how are you going to feed the balance of the people? What's Morgan and Baruch and Rockefeller and Mellon going to do with all that grub? They can't eat it. They can't wear the clothes. They can't live in the house. Give them a yacht. Give them a palace. Send them to Reno and give them a new wife when they want it. That's what they want. But when they've got everything on the God's living earth that they can eat and they can wear and they can live in, and all that their children can live in and wear and eat and all their children's children can use, then we got to call Mr. Morgan and Mr. Mellon and Mr. Rockefeller back and say, come back here. Put that stuff back on this table here that you took away from here, that you don't need. Leave something else for the American people to consume. And that's the program. We're not going to destroy the Gulf Refining Company. We're not going to destroy the Standard Oil Company. But we're going to say that the limit of any one... How many men ever went to a barbecue?
Look at her, that's royalty right there. But instead of honoring her history, they made paint out of her body. They was out here grinding up melanated mummies, turning their pigments into paint. The Mona Lisa was painted with bodies. Where you think they got the paint? Go look up Mummy Brown. Y'all have to go watch the last video. Original Black God posted to me. They keep yelling AI manipulation, but y'all blind to the real illusion. America was never. People like me, it was copper skinned first. So-called black people, the indigenous Moorish Americans. Black people started every culture, and they are the indigenous people all over this planet. Dig deeper into the truth. Not just Google and Wikipedia. Do real research. Go to libraries. Bro, does this look like AI? Look, I'm real. I bleed, I sweat, I breathe. How am I AI, huh? So what, they're AI too? The cars, the sun, the mansion, all prompts now? You people sound insane, bro. The internet's losing its mind. It's fucking saying, oh, stop blackwashing history. How the fuck can they be blackwashing history when the proof and evidence is right in your fucking face? I swear to God. Some of you are fucking foolish mule. Like they say, you can lead a horse to water. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it fucking drink. Just whitewash history. They grinded melanated people into paint. Mummy Brown, go look it up. They dug up melanated...
50+% of all murders are done by black men. They are 7% of the population, and they do more than half of all the killing in this country. I am not going to pander and use, oh, I feel your pain and white privilege and sentencing stuff. How about you stop murdering so many people? And I'm not saying that blacks are doing it because they're black. I'm saying they're doing it when you don't have a father around. You are more likely to enter that cycle of violence.
Larry. Take the 30s during the Great Depression, or the 40s, or the 50s, when black poverty was high.
Israel just sent somebody to try to cause a riot between Christians and Muslims in Dearborn, Michigan. Check this out.
You can't burn it, man. You can't burn it. It's America. Don't say you can burn it. It's America. Don't say you can burn it. It's America. Okay, we don't respect America. We don't respect America. We don't respect No.
That guy you saw right there, his name is Jake Lang. Now, Jake Lang has a long history of causing division and trying to incite riots. He even was in prison for almost 4 years for hitting a police officer with a bat during January 6th. Now, supposedly, Jake Lang came to Dearborn, Michigan to lead some protest of white Christians against Islam. But what's funny about Jake Lang is he's actually on video kissing the wall. Not only that, there's tons of clips, you guys can find this yourself, of him bragging about how his sister's in the IDF. This dude isn't even a Christian. And
IDF stands for Israeli Defense Force. For those of you who don't know.
Now, I didn't know that this wasn't common knowledge. And if you didn't know this, that means you don't follow me. But white people have always indulged in cannibalism. They ate their slaves and they ate.
Being a street nigga is the gayest thing you could possibly be in the world. Y'all riding around with niggas all day, thinking about the other niggas that you got issues with. Committing petty crimes, gambling with your freedom. You know what turns the most boys gay in this country? jail, and y'all be playing with fire every single day. Y'all unemployed, Fruity Loop losers. All you YNs are homosexuals. I know deep down it's gotta be some weird, freaky ass fantasy for y'all to be locked in a jail cell only with men, being real close and intimate on a thin ass mattress, getting packed out. That's gotta be what it is. That's the only explanation for you committing so many crimes so shamelessly in a row, knowing the consequences for it, yet you still do it. Y'all are stupid. You're not gonna.
I told you, these niggas are just young gay killers. These niggas, these motherfuckers done turned y'all out, man. Y'all niggas young and y'all gay. On the real. Gang. I'm out of this bitch.